I would like to welcome you to a gentle yoga practice. And for today's class, I invite you to have a couple of blocks as well as a trusty blanket or beach towel or small pillow off the couch, just something to cushion those knees and help you sit up nice and tall when we're in this easy seat. So grab what you need and I'll meet you right here on the mat. All right, sweet friend, as we get started today, I want to let you know that our class is entitled Have Mercy. And I'll share a really great quote with you at the end of class from Alexander Pope. So as we begin for today's class, I'm going to invite you to find an easy seat. And an easy seat can look any way that feels okay in the low body. Some people like to even sit up on the blocks where the knees are lower than the hips. Sometimes that's a little bit better for your body. If you've got really tight hips, let those knees sit a little bit lower than the hips. I've got my hips hanging off, well, not the hips, but the tailbones right off the front of a blanket. And so it's helping me send those hips forward, and then it's a lot easier for me to find length through the spine. So I invite you to find your easy seat and let the hands rest gently in the lap. Have the feet in any way that feels comfortable. So if your legs don't look like mine, again, all good. And I'm going to invite you to go ahead and close your eyes or find a soft gaze if that's more comfortable for you. And give yourself a nice big let and go breath. So in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Now I invite you to just serve as a witness to your physical body. So what is your physical body sharing with you right now? Do certain parts feel heavy? Certain parts feel tight? Full of tension. Maybe there are parts that are at ease. So just scanning here and serving as a witness, noticing what's here. And then when you feel like you're tuned into that, I invite you just to notice your belly. Notice how it feels as it expands and then contracts with your breath. So intentionally really poking the belly out on an inhale. And then exhale, letting it ripple back in. Let's continue just like that. 3 more breaths. Belly pokes out. And belly comes in. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Now send awareness to your spine. Keep the eyes closed. Press the tailbone into the floor and find even more length through the spine. If you feel a rounding in the low back, send the tailbone back just a little bit. It'll engage through the center of your body. Now let the breath travel to all of those places that feel engaged now. So inhaling and keeping the long spine, and then exhaling, sucking everything back in. Inhaling deep. Notice how that breath has begun to move right up to the ribs. Right at the base of the ribs, rather. Maybe one hand even comes to the belly right there where the bottom of the ribs are. And take the next breath and let the opposite hand come right at the chest, at the heart. Find a breath that reaches all the way up to that upper hand. Notice where you feel that and then let it all go. Nice and soft where you need to be. Give it 3 more breaths. Beautiful. At the end of that exhale, slowly flutter the eyes open, and we're going to bring the palms together and bow the chin down towards the chest. Find a stretch through the back of the neck. Release any tension there through the tops of the shoulders, and just give yourself a breath. Notice the tension moving out of the legs. Ripple up through the spine just a little bit more. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, bring that gaze back forward. Welcome. Keep those hands right there at the heart. Start to bend that right ear down towards that right shoulder. And then let the shoulder blades start to kiss behind you. There's a stretch through the front of the left side of the throat. And there's an opening through the collarbones. One more breath. We'll bring the chin down towards the chest. Release the shoulder blades. Let everything hang heavy. And then we'll ripple up on that inhale. And then exhale, let that left shoulder meet the left ear. And bring the shoulder blades together. Stretch through the right side of the neck. Breathe. One more breath. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Take an inhale. And then exhale, lift the gaze. Beautiful. Settle through the upper body. Press the tailbone into the blanket or the beach towel. We're going to keep those fingertips together and bring the hands out in front. If you've practiced with me before, these are known as grapefruit fingers. We've just got everything touching. All of the fingers are touching one another. And then we're going to bring these shoulders in line with the upper body. Take a breath. We'll take an inhale, let the arms lift up. And exhale, bring them down right in line with the shoulders. Moving just like this, inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring them back. Shoulders stay in line, inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring them back. We're going to do 2 more times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale back. Last one. Bring those shoulders in line with the upper body. Take an inhale. And then exhale, release the hands back to the legs. Beautiful. Come off your blanket. Extend the legs out in front of you. And come back to those grapefruit fingers. Shoulders in line with the upper body. Take an inhale, and then exhale, reach forward. Inhale back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale back. Hold it. Exhale, release the hands. So starting to feel a little bit right here through the arms. We're going to do that whole pattern again, but before we do, I'm going to turn to the side and I'm going to show you posture things that I'd like for you to pay attention to. So we've got a long spine, feet are flexed, and you can have a bend in the knees if you need them. You could even take your blanket or beach towel and roll it up and put it under the knees so that you felt like they were a little more supported. Totally your call. And then remember, when we have those grapefruit fingers, we want to keep the shoulders in line with the upper body. And then when we fold forward to reach forward, we're hinging at the hips. Everything right here through the hips and the hamstrings is going to wake up. So know your edge. All right. So I'll stay to the side here for you. Reach through the crown of the head, space in the back of the neck, shoulders in line with the upper body, feet flexed, bend in the knees if you need it. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Shoulder blades squeeze together to keep the shoulders in line with the upper body. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Release the hands down. Go ahead and bend those knees, and we're going to make our way into a table. So if you know from table that you want something under the knees, you can go ahead and spread that blanket out and get yourself a little cushion right there. I love a blanket under my knees. All right, so we're going to spread these fingers nice and wide. We're going to make sure that the knees are right under the hips. Go ahead and curl your toes. Take an inhale, and then exhale, start to sink the hips back. If it's too much, leave the tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale forward, and exhale to scoot back. Inhale forward, and exhale, sink it back. Inhale forward, drop the feet to the floor, tops of the feet to the floor, and then exhale, sink it back into a child's pose. Let those palms stack if you need a little extra space for the forehead, and let the knees come apart if you want more space for the belly. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Let's come to hands and knees. And then curl toes to lift hips, down dog. Inhale, find a table. And exhale into child's. Inhale into table. Exhale, down dog. Keep moving with your breath just like this. Let the depth of each inhale and exhale drive the posture. Noticing the space at the end of the inhale and the end of the exhale, where you can settle in wherever you are. And when you come back into your child's pose, hold it and let everything go. Stay with your breath. Take an inhale, make your way back into a table. Make sure that those wrists are right under the shoulders, knees right under hips. We're going to take an inhale and lift the right foot, let it extend long behind, and then really send that right heel back. Find a stretch through that right calf. Find softness in the upper body and through the jaw. And then see if you can turn that right foot on the floor and then lift it up. Maybe circle through the ankle by keeping the toes on the mat. Maybe let the foot come in just a little bit again. That's going to open the hip, just nice and gentle. These pops are just synovial fluid moving through joints as gas escapes. Beautiful. Bring that right knee in. Let's move over to the other side. Do the same thing. Lift the left knee and send the left foot back. Fresh breath. And then send that left heel back. Find a stretch to that left calf. Go ahead and bring that left foot to the floor. Feel that stretch through the hip. And then come back onto the ball of the foot and just circle the toes and the ball of the foot on the mat so that the ankle moves just a little bit. Notice if you clenched your teeth. All right. Bring that left knee in. Curl toes, lift hips, down dog. And if you've got a blanket on the floor, go ahead and move it out of the way. Give it 2 more breaths. And go ahead and walk those feet up. We'll meet at the top of the mat in a forward fold. And let your head hang heavy. Torso rests on the thighs. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, slow roll up. You're going to roll right into your mountain. So find the connection of your feet to the mat. Settle in, let the fingers and the palms open towards the top of the mat. And just once again be a witness to how you're feeling right here in this moment. Aware of how your physical body is connected right here. Take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale to bring those palms in front of the heart. Soften the kneecaps here. Take a fresh breath. And we're moving right into balance. So moving over to this left leg. We're going to lift this right knee up. Keep the right foot flexed. Hold it 2 breaths. Tuck that tailbone in. Come back to center. 1 breath. Inhale. Move over to the right side. And then when you feel stable, lift this left knee, 2 breaths, left foot stays flexed. Engage to the center of you. Inhale. And then exhale to bring that left foot down, center the body, center the breath. Inhale, arms and gaze rise up. And then exhale to find your willow tree. So coming into a forward fold and then just swaying side to side, feeling deeper into the hips and into the hamstrings. Head hangs heavy here. And coming back into your stillness, let's take an inhale. And then exhale, roll all the way back up, finding that mountain. Give yourself 2 breaths, stabilizing here and witnessing how you feel in this moment in your physical body. Are both feet completely connected to the mat? Take an inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale, bring those palms down in front of the heart. Find your soft focal point. We're moving right back into another balance, but we're going to turn it into a flow. So here we go. Inhale. And then exhale over to the left side of your body. Really ripple up this time. Engage through the process of rippling through the spine. Light on those right toes, and then we'll lift this right knee. Hold it 2 breaths. Take an inhale, open the arms up towards the sky, and then open the body into a warrior 2. Give yourself a moment to open everything right there. So warrior 2 is a hip opener. This back leg is not going towards the top of the mat. The hips are open and the shoulders are square over the hips. You're going to take this right hand and let it wrap right around your body. If you can't make it wrap around your body, which I really can't, You could just do this. Just have the hand kind of pointing, the fingertips pointing towards the left side body. And turn this left palm up. Inhale. Reach that left hand back. Here's a stretch to that left side body. Just observe and witness how you're feeling. And inhale this left hand right back where it was, and then bring the right hand back into your warrior two. Take an inhale, straighten through that left leg, bring the fingertips up towards the sky, and then bring the palms down in front of the heart. Circle on this left heel so that you can come to the long edge of the mat. Don't worry if you can't see me. Ripple up through the spine, find the length through the crown. Take an inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale, settle right back into a warrior two. Let's do that whole flow again. So right hand comes back, right elbow bends, fingertips stretch over there towards the left side body. Left palm reaches towards the sky. Inhale, reach it over. Hold it and breathe. Left arm lowers, palm towards the floor. Right arm extends long behind. Turn palms up. Inhale, reach up. Spin on the ball of the left foot, or the heel of the left foot rather, and then exhale, bring the palms down in front of the heart, bouch into chest. Give yourself a breath. Soften through the kneecaps. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale, back into that warrior two. Bring yourself back to the top of the mat. Center the body and center the breath. Open the eyes, find that soft focal point. Take an inhale. And then exhale, move body weight over to the right. Ripple up through the spine. And then we'll lift this left knee. Hold it, 2 breaths. And inhale, lift the arms up over the head. And as you do, open the hips. Find warrior two on that right side. So everything's open to the left. And bend that left elbow. Fingertips come pointing towards that right side body. Right hand comes up. Inhale, reach it over. Gaze goes towards that right palm. If it feels okay, lunge into that right knee. Inhale back into warrior two. Palms come up, straighten through the right leg, spin on the heel, and then exhale, bring it down through center. Give yourself a breath. Inhale, arms rise. And then spinning on that right heel back into warrior two. Left elbow bends, coming to the low back. Right palm comes up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right hand comes forward. Left arm extends back. Turn the palms up. Inhale. Straighten the right leg. Spin on the right heel. Hands come together. Exhale, hands down in front of the heart. Bouch into chest. 1 breath. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then back into that warrior two. Slowly make yourself meet at the top of the mat. Give yourself a deep letting go breath in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Beautiful. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale to find a forward fold. Give yourself another side to side sway here. And find that willow tree, just checking in with the low back body. Upper body is nice and soft. And if you can't reach your hands towards the floor here, bring blocks. Let the hands rest on blocks so you feel nice and supported. All right, let's make our way back into stillness. Take an inhale and exhale, ripple up. And 2 breaths in this mountain, witnessing your physical body right here in this time and in this space. Take an inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale, palms come down in front of the heart. Find your soft focal point. You guessed it, we're moving back into a balance pose. Take an inhale. Move that awareness over to the left side of the body. Lift this right hip, right toes lift, and then lift this right knee. Right foot stays flexed. Engage through the center of your body. And then we're going to step this right foot back. We're going to stay on the ball of the right foot, but we're not making it super long, okay? And then we're going to bring those fingers into grapefruit fingers. So we're going to find that out front. And then we're going to bring the upper body in line with the rest of the, so we're bringing shoulders in line with upper body. So go ahead and bend this right knee. And as you do, I invite you to press into that left foot so the left knee comes back further than the right. Take an inhale, lunge forward with the upper body, keeping that long line just like we did when we were seated. So you should feel the whole back body fire up here. Pull those shoulder blades together. Take an inhale. Energy in the ball of that right foot. Come to the top of the mat. 2 breaths. Center right here. Give yourself a cleansing breath if it would help. We do have a tendency to hold our breath during challenging postures, just like we do when there's challenging situations in life. Just witness and observe what showed up on that right side. We're going to do the left now. So take an inhale. Move over to the right side of the body. Ripple up that awareness. Light on those left toes. Lift the left hip and then lift the left knee. Hold it here. Take an inhale. Bring that left leg back, but not super far, staying on the ball of the left foot. And then we'll find those grapefruit fingers. Shoulders come in line with the upper body. Bend the left knee. Press into the right foot so the right knee comes back further than the right heel. And then slowly tilt the upper body forward, keeping those shoulders in line. Breathe. So right now we're strengthening the whole back body. Have mercy. One more breath. Inhale. Energy in the ball of that left foot, top of the mat, letting go breath. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. And then exhale to find that forward fold. Check in with the low body. What's open now? What feels like it needs a good stretch? Find the willow tree. Find the movement. And appreciate having blocks under the hands if you need those to feel stable here. Give it about 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Walk those feet back. Find a down dog. Notice how you're feeling in your body here. You can continue to pedal feet or you can find stillness. And gazes at the kneecaps if the eyes are open. Go ahead and lower the knees. Send the hips back. Rest. Child's pose. Whatever you need here. Wide knees. Forehead stacked on the back of the palms. Give yourself 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Start to make your way up, but you're going to stay on elbows. So you're going to take elbows under shoulders. And you have options here. You can have the hands down where the fingers are spread nice and wide, or you can clasp the hands together like they're in prayer. It's totally your choice. And then curl your toes. See if you can come into an elbow plank. Engage the core. Beautiful. Stay here. Bring this right knee up towards the belly button, and then let that right knee reach up towards that left elbow. Stretch through that right hip. Just let that right leg kind of hang loose. Breathe into that right hip. And press the belly down onto the inside of the right thigh. Release more of the weight, which will actually ease any tension in the outside of the hip. Find complete release. Soften that left kneecap. And go ahead and curl toes. Bring that right leg back through. Find that elbow plank. Bring the left knee up towards the right elbow. Let the right knee sink down. Let the left hip sink down. If the left hip doesn't make it, that's a great thing to do for the block with the blocks or the blankets. Find softness where you can as you slowly open this left hip. Find heaviness there. Just witness the release of the physical body. Give it one more breath. Palms come to the mat, and then walk yourself up. We're going to come into a wide leg seated position. You don't need your towel or blanket underneath you. If you're facing away from me, I'm going to give you just a second to turn around in case the way that you're set up has me on a different angle than my angle here in studio. All right, so once you come into this wide leg forward position, we invite you to bring the hands down outside of the hips. We'll take an inhale, let the arms rise, and then exhale, give yourself a gentle fold forward, let the hands come down to the floor. Now ripple through the spine, send the crown away, find space in the back of the neck. Take 5 exhales. You'll have to take the inhale too, but take 5 breaths. And listen to your body. Witness the physical body and what it needs here. And you should intuitively be able to sense whether or not you can go lower with each exhale or if you need to come out. Give it one more breath. Walk those hands up. Then I invite you to bring your right hand somewhere on the right leg. It can be down at the ankle, or it can be at the shin, or it can be at the knee, but you want the arm extended long, but not like tight. So it's still a soft joint at the elbow. Bring the left hand outside of the hip. Take an inhale, reach this left arm over, and as you exhale, reach the right fingertips away, letting that right elbow bend, bringing the left arm over to the right. Now witness the physical body and the neck and the jaw and the shoulders. All through that left side body, all the way down to the left hip. And inhale. And then turn the chest towards the knee. Let the left hand come down to the floor. Right hand leaves the leg. Breathe. Same thing with the exhales. Listen, see what the physical body is telling you right now. Just witness what's going on there. Celebrate the wins. And give grace to what feels tight or unopened. Let's walk those hands up. We'll make our way back to center. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So this left hand somewhere on the left leg. Extended arm, but a soft joint at the elbow. And then the right fingertips outside of the right hip. Take your inhale. And as you find the exhale, let that left elbow bend. Maybe the arm reaches down further down the leg. All right, just breathing in here, noticing and witnessing any tension in the neck, in the jaw. Inhale. Turn the chest towards the floor. Right hand comes down to the floor. Left hand leaves the leg. What's right there? And last breath. Walk yourself back up. We're going to come right back into an easy seat. So I am going to bring my trusty blanket back. I'm going to fold it how I need to fold it so that I can sit on it in that easy seat. So find your easy seat. And once you get there, I invite you to let the palms face up. Let the shoulders relax. Give yourself a letting go breath. Now bring that awareness back to the belly, expanding and contracting. And keep the witnessing on the moving of the belly in and out, feeling that. Eyes are closed or having that soft gaze. And last one. Ripple up through the spine, find that length. Bring that left hand right at the base of the ribs, right at the belly. Let the right hand come right to the collarbones and the chest, right at the heart. And come back to witnessing the breath. And witnessing the sensations moving through your physical body with each deep inhale and exhale through the nose. And slowly soften the hands back into the lap in any way that serves. Witness the ease, peace, and openness of your physical body. Have mercy for whatever doesn't feel however you think it should feel as you witness and observe here. Continuing just to allow the breath to move in and out of the body. And now releasing any need to witness anything else. Just let the body be what it is. If it needs to get heavier, slump down just a little bit, let it. No need to focus on the breath. Just be right here in your body, right here, right now. Slowly bring some awareness back into the space. With the eyes closed, maybe wiggle the fingers. Wiggle the toes. Make some circles with the neck, moving the head intuitively in any way that would feel and honor and serve you here, right here in this moment. And as you're ready, you can slowly flutter your eyes back open. Bring your hands together in prayer at the heart. Bow chin to chest. Our quote today is from Alexander Pope. And he wrote, Alexander Pope lived from 1688 to 1744. It's a quote included in a book called Self-Observation by Red Hawk. Alexander Pope wrote, "Teach me to feel another's woe, to hide the fault I see, that mercy I to others show, that mercy show to me." May we have mercy for others as well as ourselves. And until we meet again, gratitude for practicing with me today. Namaste.